Welcome to another episode for our channel here at Carbon Media. Again, this is Mikey, and for today, we're going to visit a shop. But for today's episode, medyo different yung pupuntahan natin na shop kasi yung mga usuals natin, mga car shops, performance shops na mga pangkarerang pinupuntahan natin. But for today, we're going to visit a shop na pang 4x4. So let's go check it out! Here at the Overland Kings shop, and kasama natin ngayon si Mr. J. Lim and si Sir Joel.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for accommodating me today.
Yes, sir.
For your shop tour.
Good.
So, sir, tanong ko lang, what is overlanding?
Yan. So, bakit tayo mag-shop tour? Overlanding muna. Well, you know, since the pandemic, there's a big craze on outdoor camping, glamping, and overlanding is one of those that incorporates all of that into one word. So, ano ba yung overlanding? So, basically, if I define it in 3 words, para simple for your viewers, vehicle-dependent glamping.
Okay.
That's overlanding.
That's overlanding.
Vehicle-dependent, meaning it has to do with vehicles, meaning a 4x4 car. And then glamping, so we have the water systems, we have the electrical systems, and we have the tents, we have the awnings. That's the glamping part.
That's a glamping part.
Yeah, so usually you will see car camping. Car camping is usually on the side, you put it on the floor, right? Pero the vehicle-dependent glamping is everything you mount into the cars. So all the things we see here, from tents, from water systems to electricals to suspension setup, this is all very overland biased. So that's what we can see inside.
All right, let's do the tour.
But this is one of our shop rigs. So it's our flagship car. It's our Land Cruiser 79 series.
Wow.
Which is constantly changing. So next week, iba na ulit siguro.
Iba na ulit. May bago uling upgrade.
Yes, but they're basic stuff, no? So usually when we start with vehicle setups, we always ask for the load. So it's important to count the load when you're setting an overland rig, because the heavier the car, the dynamics of suspension change. So therefore, the way we set up changes. So
okay.
For this particular car, this illustration, we're carrying front runner load bar in the top.
Front runner at the top.
We have our max straps, we have our wolf packs, and we have our water. So let me show you what's in the back.
All right. Ano Land Cruiser ulit ito, sir? LC
79 pickup. So,
LC 79. Wow.
It's part of the 70 series range.
Yan, so pickup siya.
So what we did here is, right now it's quite bare, but usually this is where we put our fridge. It's a fridge light. So then it drops down.
Fridge?
Yeah, so
wow.
Later we'll show you the fridges inside, but usually this is where we mount our fridge. So that's usually, it's called the drawer system, where the fridge with the fridge. Then the other side is our drawers.
Ito yung mga kung ano-anong gamit.
Kung ano-ano pang mga yun.
Tools that we need, yeah.
So this is what do you call it? What we put inside. The purpose of the drawer system is actually organization. So what usually happens if you have a very full pickup, imagine this truck if you have all your gears included. Hindi mo ma-access usually yung mga gamit sa ilalim. So with the drawer system, you're able to do that.
Kung meron ka lang kailangan na maliit, nandyan.
Correct.
Easy access.
You don't have to take down everything. And then next you also have the tables. So we have a table lock.
Wow, table.
So naka-mount na yung, everything's about efficiency. It's up there because usually in a campsite, the first things you pull out are your tables and your chairs.
So mas accessible siya kasi nasa top.
So this is the table. This is from Front Runner, but of course the design is completely ours. So that's the first part. So it's the storage system. Next, aside from the storage, of course, part of usually we have storage, shelter of some sort, electrical system, and then water system. So this is our hard shell rooftop tent. As you can see, this is currently closed, but it's a hard shell. But I'll quickly pop it open for you. So here it is, our iCamper, and all iCampers comes with its unique key. That's why anybody just can't hack into your tent.
Special key pala yan, sir.
Special key, kanya-kanya. So
ladder.
There's a ladder.
Wow! May tent na sa ibabaw.
So this is siguro one of the main features ng Overland rig that makes it very unique. This is just one of our rooftop tents. So there are a lot of rooftop tents that are available in our shop. So this is called the iCamper. It's
The iCamper
Mini. It's the small version of our iCamper 4X, which is the bigger tent. So there you go.
Everything is adjustable.
Yes. So
Nice.
These tents, maganda kay iCamper is meron siyang level na stepping field. So meaning that's level. Meaning pag bumababa ka, hindi masakit sa paa. Flat siya. And then inside, may cushion na siya sa loob.
May cushion na kasama.
Yes, kasama na siya.
Comfy.
Super.
Comfy na pala sa loob.
Walang problema yan. So now you got your shelter and your shade set up. So the next part that we put into the system is you gotta have some sort of power so that you're able to charge or run your system. So this is our electrical system.
Oh, may electrical system na siya. There you go. Wow.
Power's down here. These are 200 amp battery, AGM. AGM, that's for another story. That's a very long kwento on AGM versus lithium versus but basically the point is some sort of power for this intro to will be useful. We have an inverter. Inverter translates your 12 volt into 220 so that you're able to charge your laptops or maybe your Nespresso machine.
Yes, the coffee machine. Hindi mo mawala.
Correct. So here we have our battery monitor. You'll be able to see that. And there's our Kings box run by a CTEC. This is the brain. This is
CTEC.
Yeah, so this one runs from the runs the alternator to charge the battery or from solar. Yeah. And of course, last but not the least, we have some water systems. So this one is
the
a
water system. So, saan nagagaling water niyan, sir?
Yun, sa ulam. Medyo lang dito.
Ayan, nailalagyan ng tubig.
So,
and there's a light as well.
Yes. So there's a 42-liter water tank. We have different sizes, but basically this is the purpose of this is so that it's just mounted away from everything else. It's a dead space in your truck, and we incorporate that with that's just an execution. Then you can plug a shower hose.
Pwede na, no? Ang galing, sir. Pati yung water niya, nipis lang niya tignan pero 42 liters. Madami.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's the basics of the system. So now we have the car. Now you figured out the load. So now we set up the suspension. Most of the time we set up a 2-inch lift. This 79 is running a Koni suspension with TJM springs. Pero 2-inch lang siya.
2-inch lift.
2-inch lift. The reason we say 2-inch is because that's still within OEM manufacturer spec. So making it basically OEM spec. Very runnable sa road. Because sometimes there's nothing wrong with big lifts, but big lifts, that's where an off-road rig comes in. Because an off-road rig prefers to have more clearances,
ground clearance,
for mudding and diba? So different concepts. But will this get over a trail? Definitely. And the way we compensate as an overland rig is basically we put recovery gears. We have a max track, so we have a winch up front, and then we also have max tracks, toe straps.
Toe straps.
So, toe straps and recovery straps.
For mga river crossing, pwede rin na tong ride height na ganito, no, sir?
Nakapag-general na car na to sa height na to, bro. So,
wow!
Natawid na yan.
Nakatawid na. So, hindi mo naman pala kailangan ng super taas or super lift na rig.
My theory on water is this. I will cross the concept of crossing rivers to get to a destination or coming back home. Let's do it. Just in case mabaha ka, diba? Gawin natin. Pero kung sa totoo lang, kung yung tubig nandito, ako kabado kung masakyan yung tubig.
Yeah.
Right? So, because of course, these are your valid possessions. So as much as possible, we try to conserve it.
Conserve it. Wag naman iluso ng iluso.
Yeah. Pero yung tanong, kaya ba niya? Yes. Design ba siya doon? Yes. Gagawin ko ba lagi? No.
Of course.
Kasi,
especially with the LC.
Kasi I mean, nagawa ko na bang ilusong? Yes. Nakapasok na ba yung tubig sa loob? Yes. The answer is yes. Pero do I want to do it all the time? No. Kasi syempre, the more times the water entries, like these cars, no problem, no electricals. But your newer rigs, like the electrical Hiluxes or the Rangers, it's a little bit more prone to
damage.
Oh yes. And damage if you get the electricals wet. So this is the exception. With our rig, we're running an ARB bumper with PIA LP570 lights. Legal yan.
Street legal, hindi siya sisitay na LTO.
Hindi ko masabi, pero alam ko legal yan.
Yes.
One valve lang yan kung may makipagdebate pa.
Yes.
Anyway. We've replaced the
snorkel.
Actually, some people ask, Joel, why did you replace the snorkel? Meron namang stock ang 79. So, meron kasi siyang split dito. So, it's not airtight. So in short, not airtight. Your water, just the purpose of the stock LC snorkel is just for better airflow. So this one, completely sealed. Sealed in the air box. So in short, this is capable of water wading without thinking about it.
Yes. All right. And
Yun.
for the tires.
So we're running the Method 701 for this LC79. The purpose of the Method is this one has a bead grip technology. In short, we could air down to up to legally rated 10 psi, but I've gone down lower to around 8 or 5, no problems.
No problems.
It
po,
will
sir.
not be bead.
Talaga.
Yes, that's the promise of Method. It's so hard to debead. We even have sometimes a problem just changing the tires even on the machine. Ganun siya kahirap or ganun siya katibay yung kapit niya.
Wow.
Yeah. For this purpose, usually I run Nito tires. The Nito trail grapplers are my favorites. It just so happened that this was the tire we slapped on this 701. This is the BFG KM3s. But usually I prefer to use the Nitos for my tire of choice. So there. These are 18s, now 17, 18 or 20. That's a different debate altogether.
Yeah.
But
What's the perfect wheel size for you?
I run 18s.
18s.
It's the in-between of, for a LC, it's the in-between of a Forma and use that you can still air down.
Form and function.
Yeah. 17s are more capable on mud. You can go thicker rubbers, 35s. Pero for me, just look. Sometimes may aesthetic part na.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like that.
Gets.
Look better.
But I agree with the Forma look.
May konti. Pwedeng,
Kailangan natin nun.
yeah. Now, can you trail with the 20s? The answer is yes. It depends what you're doing. If you're just doing beach runs and Tanay trails at the weekend, I've been trailing on 20s on this before.
Talaga.
No problem.
No problems.
Yeah. Get the right tires because we run Nito tires. These are all very thick tires, so very seldom do you pop these tires. So that's my experience.
Alright, let's check out the wheels, sir. I'm seeing a lot of wheels.
We're the official outlet store also of Black Rhino, and we're an official seller of Method race wheels. So as you can see here on the rack, we have all the 20-inchers. Yeah, all the
20-inch.
Yeah, and those are the 6139 patterns. So basically, your Fortuners, your Rangers, your Everest, your Montero. That's the most common wheel bolt pattern. So that's the most of the rims. Now, see Black Rhino, meron tayong rotary forge and aluminum. The rotary forge are slightly more expensive, but basically it means it's just one more solid piece na ginawa na rin.
Lighter
And stronger. So
there. I'm seeing meron na rin kayong equipment for the balancing.
Oh yeah, all of
Mountings.
the stuff we use are all electrical equipment, so hindi dipok-pok. So high-speed balancer. So even we do get sports cars who come over here just for high-speed balancers to get the balancing right. So
I want those. High
para
speed.
sureball sa
racetrack.
Sa racetrack and sa weight, walang namili ko. This is where all the additional accessories that we have for the car aside from the hardware are available. So let's start with what's in front of us. So we have all the chairs that you
The
can
camping
possibly
chairs.
think of.
The
Small
tables.
chairs, big chairs, DOD, Montbell, Adventure Kings, RV Life. What else do we have? Yeah, Adventure Kings and yeah.
Different brands, different sizes.
Different spectrums of prices, different spectrums of comfort. But DOD is the top of the line. This is the Japanese brand, but
Oh.
also top of the line prices. So if you watch some of the vlogs na mga Japanese, so we do have them. This is the one you see in, I'm about to say that's the Fish 13. But this is one of the most popular brands in Korea and in Japan, so it's called DOD. Here we have other accessories for our drawer systems. So we do have our most popular right now because of our collaborations with our friends and chefs. This is our pull-out drawer kitchen from Mountain Mule.
Wow, pwede ka na, parang lang sa bahay.
Yep. So if you imagine a while ago on the 79, if we replace those drawers, we have drawers for that specific reason. Na hindi siya drawer, lalabas sa kanya kitchen.
Kitchen na siya.
Yeah, so this is a built-in burner with a built-in sink.
Ang social naman. Ang galing.
Para kompleto.
Hindi ka magugutom sa site.
Kailangan pa rin magdala ng hot.
Gourmet hotdog.
And on the other side of that drawer is we have the fridge slide. So the purpose of the slide is so fridge slide, lalagyan ng fridge.
Fridge.
So easier access. Yeah. And we also have a drawer system. This one you saw outside already, but basically it's the pair for the kitchen. So you can put your condiments. You have organizer bags for these also for Mountain Mule. So may para siya for the whole system.
Nice.
Yun.
Social.
Social.
How much does it cost for this kind of set?
The kitchen drawers start at 105K, all the way to 140,000. So depending on the size, yeah. It's maganda kasi dito is it's load bearing, so you can put 400 kilos on it, no problem.
No problems.
It's not your run of the mill drawers. Yeah.
So may ano talaga siya. Pinag-isipan.
Kumbaga pinag-aralan, high quality and I was a finishing nagkakaiba actually.
And durable tayo, maasahan mo yung equipment.
Yes. Well, actually that's why we're here, kasi aside from all the gear, you know, as Overland Kings, we've been doing this more than now 15 years. So not as a shop, like we were doing this as enthusiasts.
Hobby at first.
Talaga. So as a shop, we're just 2017 and I think what we've done, what sets us apart when doing these things is sa dami ng mali na nagawa. Sa dami ng mali sa, you know,
kasama naman yun, sir, di ba? Trial and error. You learn from your mistakes sa business.
Talaga. Sa dami ng maling ginawa sa sariling kotse, we were able to apply this now. Na, you know, don't worry, all the cars that we released, you can see the quality.
Okay na. We already perfected it.
I mean, I never say it's 100% good because there's always room for improvement, and I guess that's where we come in. Our goal is not to be perfect. Our goal is to always improve in our craft, in what we do, and you know, like before everybody starts with bolting something on, right?
Yes.
And then eventually you'll realize, okay, when I bolt something on, meron palang panel gaps na mas maselan ako ngayon doon.
Oh, depende yata sa selan.
Oo, tapos ayoko ng meds na tabing di ba? That's why lumabas pag nag-lift kami, pan hard, di ba? Millimeter lang naman ginagalaw ko doon. So, we're not talking about inches, right?
Yes.
So millimeters So that's really the game here. Tapos doing a lot of setups, you also find now we're able to recommend to you, this is the most efficient way to go about this in our experience. This is the flow. It's not the only way. Okay, it's one way, but based on how we go about it with our gear and how we develop stuff, that's really usually our concept. Does it go with the flow?
Saka experience nyo din eh.
Correct. Yeah. So,
first-hand experience in what you call overlanding.
Yes.
Ano ba to? Fridge or coolers?
This is called the iCamper iOPS all-in-one kitchen system. So this is our solution to portable camping kitchen. Usually the one you saw a while ago was the built-in system, the one in the drawer. So ito, you can just move it around. So how this works is basically, pull that up.
Ayan, easily siyang mabubuo. Oh, it's a table.
And a cooker.
And a cooker.
Yes. So now, this is the Korean style. So it's a little lower of course, but this is where you set your plates and that's where you cook. You can throw everything in there for your cooking equipment.
Ang social naman, sir. Nice. Ang ganda.
This is from iCamper.
From iCamper.
Yeah.
So yan o.
Portable.
Portable.
Footprint. Very small footprints.
Oh, pag nasa campsite, at least no waste, walang kalat.
Yeah. Saka maliit. When you're packing kasi, syempre if your gear are very big, I understand you're big gear, pero these are designed for small footprints in your car. You can bring more stuff or lighter, more efficient packing.
Oh, efficient packing. Ang liit lang yan. Pag binuka mo, ang laki na yan.
Yes. So that's from iCamper.
May cooker ka na, may table ka pa.
Yes, sir.
So maraming hotdog na lang ang dadali natin, Jay.
Madaming sausage.
Maraming sausage.
Yan na sausage. There you go.
There you go.
So, coolers in the top, different sizes.
Different sizes ng coolers.
Yeah, aside from the coolers, if you want to take your game up on camping, go with the freezers.
Freezers.
Yes.
Wow.
So those
Freezer
are all
pala
freezers.
to.
Yeah, this is a freezer. This is our smallest one. This is a 15 liter. This is our 20 liter, 45. 50, 60 liter.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I say freezer, we're talking about negative 18.
Negative 18.
We're talking about ice cream, steaks.
Pwede. Kayang-kaya niya.
Yeah. And then of course the next question, okay, if we run this freezer, how do we run it? This is run by 12 volt. In short, your battery socket in the car pwede na.
Pwede na.
Yeah.
Hindi naman siya malakas to consume.
Yeah. Malakas siya about 45 to 60 watts.
Wow.
So, okay, English. If the car's running, tatakbo yan. Once you turn it off, you should shut it off. Hindi maubos yung battery.
Maubos yung battery.
So, ano yung solution? That's where these power packs come in. So these are dual battery systems that are portable. These are now lithium. So primarily on display we have the i4-way, 1,200 watt hours, and this is the Mammoth Cyberbox 3,600 watt hours. So
Ganito rin po ba yung nasa LC kanina?
Iba.
Iba yon.
These are newer portable systems. Yung sa LC, we built all of those systems. So yun, mas permanent kasi hindi mo mababa. Portable meaning, pwede mo dalhin sa bahay.
Hand carry mo lang, bit-bit mo.
Correct.
Yung nasa LC kanina talaga naka-mount na.
Yes. Pero power-wise, equal sila.
Equal.
Yeah. These are newer. These are less than 3 months old. But these are lithium LiPo4. If you're buying a battery, okay, hot tip. If you're buying a battery system, get a LiPo4 system regardless of brand. Of course, we have our brands that we will recommend. But if you're just looking for a LiPo4, a battery system for your camping needs, just go LiPo4 battery. Kasi you could drain to 0 and the life cycle is longer.
So okay lang siyang ma-drain in a while.
Yes. So,
Paminsan-minsan.
Right. So yan yung cellphone ng battery ng cellphone. So that's why it's a more stable type of battery. Yeah. Now what we have here is the Mammoth and the i4-way, and these are capable of, this can run a freezer for 1 week without charging.
Wow!
Yeah,
Kayang-kaya.
Yeah. Take that with a grain of salt, okay? Baka sabihin, totoo bang 1 week? Depende kung gaano kadalas buksan yung freezer at gaano kalamig mo nilagay. So I'm just talking about kung kaya ba umabot, kaya. Like usually, ano ba yung average? 3 days.
But still, kung di ka naman siguro magsistay naman ng that long naman remotely, 2 days is good normally naman.
Yes.
So it's still nice to have for overlanding.
Yeah. These are the last part of the showroom where the hardware of how we mount all of the gears outside to your car. So we have hitch systems. So from Hitch Pro. So
of course, from Hitch Pro.
Pro pa natin yan. So I only trust Hitch Pro so far for all the rigs I've done. Never had any failures on these rigs, on these hitches. Especially I tow trailers, I tow toy haulers. So good product. For bike racks, pwede rin siya. This goes to the back of the car. Next we have the roof racks. So we have Mammoth Systems and Front Runner. So these are two of the best brands in terms of loading your car. So Hilux, any pickup, kahit nga Avanza, kahit naman nakakabitan natin.
Nakakabitan.
Yeah. So now, what's the difference? Well, one's higher load limit, 105 kilos for the Front Runner.
Front Runner.
Yes, and the Mammoths are usually lighter weight, 75 kilos per bar. Is it a bad product? No, it just depends what you want to put on the car. So if
Depende sa need.
Depends on need. If you're just putting an awning, go with the Mammoth. If you want all the boxes and all the water systems, go with the Front Runner.
Go with the Front Runner.
Yeah. But just note that of course there's a price difference and everything. Bigger, thicker aluminum, South Africa.
More durable, a little bit pricey.
Yeah. Made in China, made in South Africa. There's really a difference.
Yes.
Yeah, so it depends. And of course the rest is just our suspension
The
system.
suspension system.
Yeah, we do have Coney on display, but we do carry Tane, Tough Dog, all of the major brands, TJM. So these are all our partners, OME, ARB. So these are all our partners.
For starters, what's the brand to use for the suspension?
I'd say any of the Australian brands are okay.
Are okay.
Yes. When I say okay, how do I politically say this correctly? They give you a warranty, and I usually like the quality of the warranties. Most of them give 60,000 kilometer warranties, and then we recommend the suspension based on what you want to do again. Because there are suspensions that are harder, there are suspensions designed for more off-roading, there are suspensions for ride comfort. So that will come into when you guys come in here and give us a consult on what you guys want to do, then we'll ask the objective. Kasi some guys buy a Hilux, kinakarga nila ng semento, by all means we go with the harder suspension.
Yes, yes.
Right? But there are guys who come in with the Hilux who never use the bed, who just wants a pogi look. We use a soft suspension.
A softer suspension. So it all depends on the use of the car or the pickup.
Right.
All right.
Now, personally, do I run a soft suspension? I have a Hilux. Yes, I run a Tane suspension for myself with a KYB K-Flex leaf pack replacement at the back. Rides like a Prado. No joke.
Nice. So yan. Tip yan. So yun ang magandang combo.
Pro tip.
Sir Joel, what's this?
Laruan.
Laruan.
No, these are called utility trailers. Yan ang, if you're searching it on Google, it's called a utility trailer. So the where it's derived from are those old school military trailers. That's where it comes from. Now, these are designed now for overlanding, meaning it incorporates an off-road suspension, so it's a running independent suspension on the bottom. With all-terrain tires already, naka-lift na siya, so ready for your 2 or 4 inch cars lift. And
Balance naman siya, at least hindi na siya mag...
I've trailed this everywhere, so no problem.
No problem.
But the secret is this, not because the suspension's great. The secret to our trailers is the coupler and the e-brakes. So
may brake siya!
yes, sir. So we're probably the only ones running an off-road coupler on a very light trailer. So meaning, pag nakakabit yan, it flexes up and down, left and right.
Right.
So off-road coupler, and then next
At least may access na siya up and down.
correct. It won't detach. Usually kasi ball lang yan.
Yes, yung usual na nakikita natin eh.
So we don't use that. Well, just because, it's not because we don't like balls, but balls are just designed for, usually for highway driving, diretso lang. Ours is designed for off-road.
Off-road. So kailangan
when
talaga...
it needs to articulate with the car. So that's the purpose of the off-road coupler. But the bigger thing is we are running brakes. Not brake light, bro, brakes.
Brakes talaga.
So we have a 7-pin. So that connects to the rear of your car. And once you connect to the rear of the car, there's a brake control in the car. When the car brakes, it's your brakes.
With ABS.
Drum.
Drum.
Not ABS. Drum brakes.
Pero
But the point is, titiga siya.
titigil siya kasi like what we do for karera, pag yung mga trailer, di ba? Walang preno yun eh. So tinutulak lang niya yung kotse mo. At least to may preno rin with the car.
Sa totoo lang, when I tow with the LC, sometimes I forget it's back there.
Hindi mo siya nararamdaman.
It's that efficient. So there. So what other features are unique here? Well, obviously it's
The
running-
sink.
It has a
Wow,
light.
with the light. Oh, may water. Nice. Yan, connected siya. Perfectly working.
Yep. This is a functioning trailer, but the best part is it's running a freezer.
Oh, may freezer na rito. Oh, at sausage. Ready to cook.
It's a working truck. It's not like, this is not for display. We take it out a lot. These are upgrades. It comes with a 270-degree awning on the top. I mean, we upgraded that, of course. And then there's a hard shell roof tent on the other side. Same to the 79 series.
Ang galing.
Runs with a solar panel on the back.
Wow, there's a solar panel.
Yeah, so that one runs in the but utility trailer, the main purpose is to do utility. Meaning
Put your stuff in there.
Yeah. We've hacked this, of course, with our own version of, you can go to this side. With our own 12 volt, and this is our 220 socket.
Wow, may socket na. So, nandun electricity.
Yep.
You can charge whatever.
Then it still has additional storage in the bottom. It still has a drawer system in the bottom. Then
Nice.
shower awning on the other side.
Oh, there's a shower awning.
Yeah, shower awning, but this is where the shower is. But the main claim to fame is we're now running hot water.
Wow, social naman, hot water.
Well, let me get the keys for this.
To si Jay, lamigin to eh. So, kailangan mo ng hot water. Whoa! Awesome!
Shower.
With pressure.
Come on.
Hanep.
Hot water and cold. Hot and cold.
Hot and cold.
Better than my CR at home.
Oo nga, daig pa yung mga CR namin sa bahay ah. Mismo.
So runs on propane. Sobrang init pag tinatakbo namin.
Talaga boss?
Ayoko na nga gamitin. No, this one runs on propane, meaning it's gas, not electric. So yung panluto mo na gas.
Diyan din talaga connected. Mainit.
Yeah.
So just in case.
Give you a last pro tip. Have you wondered why our lights are all colored yellow or amber? Because amber lights take away the bugs.
Hindi sila attracted dyan.
Dati hindi ako naniniwala. Until we tried put white light. Try mo mag white light versus may bugs lagi. May bugs na dito. Walang bugs ngayon. Pero in a campsite, they tend to be attracted to a whiter light. So amber lights help us diffuse the bugs.
The bugs at least. Bawas man lang sa store na mangangagat.
So may logic siya.
May logic. Nice.
So
Akala ko ano lang siya eh, design lang na amber. May purpose pala.
May purpose siya. And then last but not the least, in front we have our battery system. So this is where all our power is. So you can run your 220, 12 volt. Right now it's charging. I'm using a battery charger.
C-Tech.
Yep, C-Tech of course. And then yeah, so it is available. So if you guys want one of these, we're probably the only guys that comes with the ORCR, so don't worry about it. It comes with insurance. So these are all legally important and legally registered. Yan. So Manly Trailers, you can research that. That's the brand. Where do you see here? More Manly Original Trailers. Yan.
Morvi.
Yeah,
That's how they
Morv.
pronounce it. Morv original.
More original. So actually the brand is here. Manly.
Manly. Alright. Nag-enjoy ako doing the tour here at the Overland Kings shop. And sana masama nyo naman kami sa mga overland trips nyo.
Anytime.
Sama kami. Jay, sama mo ako ah.
Jay, sama ka raw. Oo naman.
Sama mo ako. So ayun sir, thank you very much for accommodating us. Or accommodating me today on your shop. And this is it for today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Carbon Media. You could also like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Again, this is Mikey for Carbon Media. Thank you for watching. Peace
Thanks, Carbon
out.
Media.